Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Welcome back. We're glad you're here. This week, Ben and I talk about a question that we got from one of our followers and listeners on Instagram. And we talk about our experiences using charcoal and wood chips and what kind of flavors and stuff that we like to use for different types of cooks. We appreciate the feedback and suggestions. You can always find us on our socials, Burn Pit BBQ on Facebook and Burn Pit BBQ Guys on Instagram. And you can always shoot us a message on there, ask us questions, and you never know, it might be a topic for a podcast. So this has happened to be one of those where we got a question and we were like, yeah, let's talk about it. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you do, please continue to like and subscribe and share the podcast with people that you know that might be starting off their grilling or barbecuing journey, because that's why we're here. We're just talking about our experiences in the backyard, and hopefully we can provide some advice or tips or suggestions for you. So again, we appreciate you all, and here you go. Here's one of our newest ones talking about some charcoal and wood. Thanks. Oftentimes, life is demanding, stressful, and just won't stop. When needing to take a break, we like to light up the charcoal and crack open a cold one. The Grilling to Get Away podcast is an ongoing conversation about all things barbecue and grilling, from our backyard to yours. So if you sometimes don't know what the heck you're doing, if you like to learn, and if you don't take yourself too seriously, you're in the right spot. Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Greg. I am your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast, and I am here with my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Ben, good to see you.
It's good to see you too, man. Just saw you yesterday.
Back again. Yeah, we were out at an event yesterday, a nice corporate outing.
It was, yeah. It was a beautiful day, Greg.
Beautiful, yeah, down by the Lake Michigan, downtown Milwaukee. Had some people come out and visit us as well who kind of know who we are and knew we were going to be out there, so they stopped by, which is awesome. Picked up some rubs and stuff. Yeah. People are starting to get out and look for those holiday gifts, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. We had a lot of people already talking stocking stuffers.
Middle of September.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting ready, man.
Getting ready.
More power to them.
That's good.
Yeah, usually it's
further planner, than me.
Yeah, December 15th. Like, oh, I should probably think about getting something, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I'll start planning it out, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, we got a couple of more of those events coming up, and then still trying to finalize a few pieces here for kind of our winter series of where we're going to be at, what we're doing. Fall.
Let's focus on fall.
Winter. Yeah. It's all kind of melding together.
It sure is, man.
Yeah, good. It was a good time getting out there again, talking to people about what they're doing, what they're growing up. A lot of new grillers out there.
A lot new. Yeah. We talked to there was one guy, he's like, oh, I just got a new smoker the night before.
Pit Boss. Yeah, he just bought a Pit Boss.
Hey, congrats, man.
And a lot of spouses coming up telling us that their husband, their spouse just got a new smoker. Yeah. A lot of Traegers out there, a lot of Pit Bosses out there. So we always love it when you stop by and chat with us because we want to know what you're cooking first. A lot of times it's, ribs.
Yeah.
Maybe a pork shoulder or something like that.
Or maybe you're diving in head first with a brisket.
Right, yeah.
Those one people at the fair that we talked to.
Right? Yeah.
Hopefully their cook went well on Saturday. I was thinking about them.
I know.
I was a little worried, but it sounds like it went well.
Right. So. If you come up and you talk to us or if you listen to these podcasts, just know we're thinking about
it. We are. Absolutely.
Like if you come up and you talk about that cook that you're going to be doing, we're like, oh man, I hope it went well.
I hope it goes well for you.
So awesome, man. Well, that's kind of a good segue. We got a couple of things we want to talk about. I want to know what you grilled this past week. But we've had a bunch of people reach out to us actually that listen to the podcast.
Absolutely.
One of them had a question for us, so we're going to talk about that today. We had some people join our Facebook group, Forged by Fire.
Man, that's the legendary group.
Yes, yeah, we started that back before everything.
Yeah,
that's the OG.
It sure is. That's where it really kind of
that's where we started. Yeah. So Forged by Fire on Facebook, we got a barbecue grilling group out there, and we started that I think 2018.
Was it 2018?
I think it was around that time.
Maybe earlier.
Really? It's been, that's the longest thing we've been partnered in together.
Sure, yeah.
Out there. So he commented on the page, hey, I'm glad to be here, and
happy to have you.
I found you through your podcast, Grilling to Get Away. I was like, that's awesome. Let me look him up right now. I'll give me a shout out here. While I'm doing this, Ben, what did you cook?
And Greg, I'll be honest, I got out a bunch. I did it a bunch. I did some smash burgers. We on Saturday dropped some products off at the Oak Creek Farmers Market with
nice
hometown sausage kitchen.
Okay.
And so she had a few things out there. So I got a corned beef brisket from her. So Greg, it was already cooked, man. So like just kind of had to heat it up.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, let's heat it up in the cast iron out on the grill and add a little smoke to it. So
nice.
Kept it, like less than 200.
Yeah.
And left it out there, put a little beer in there and stuff. And man, I mean, I checked on it about a half hour in, flipped it over, took it off after about like an hour 15, and man, just shredded apart. Like, it was awesome. It was really good. Had really good flavor to it and stuff. So I highly recommend it. Check those guys out. They prepare. It's already cooked, so they're fully cooked meals.
And they're European too, right? So
she is
okay, but they're European style artisan.
Yeah,
meats.
Yeah.
They add a little additional love.
Oh, there's a lot of love in there, man. It was fantastic. I have no complaints whatsoever. I
they do it all in house.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was good. It was tender. It was juicy. It was fantastic. So I highly recommend it. Then I did some slow cooked some brats that I got from the butcher block that I cut up and put in pasta. Did some onions and peppers with it. Man, that was during a rainstorm too.
We had a monsoon come through here on Sunday.
8 inches of rain, and it was just
we got 2 months worth of rain in one day.
And I was out there grilling that.
Of course you were. I knew. We were texting back and forth because we were together that morning. We were dropping off that donation check that we raised.
Yeah, and man, let me tell you, Greg, it stopped raining. It's like, okay, cool. I'll get the grill going. So I got it going. Dumped the coals, got the brats on. And then it just unleashed again. And I was like, it was already too far in. I couldn't move it to the garage. I was like, well, here we are.
Yeah.
So other than I just, had to add some coals to it once.
Okay.
Some coal to it, but it was fine. It turned out good. Nice smoke flavor. Really, really brightened up the pasta, the spaghetti. Added a nice smoke flavor to it, which was awesome. So
that's awesome, man. Well, you were out there Sunday. I wasn't out there Sunday.
I know. It was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But I just kept telling myself.
Right.
We tell everybody
what we're doing.
Yeah. We grill in all kinds of weather and we don't back down. So I was like, well, this is a good story.
We do.
It's a good story for the podcast. And I was soaked.
I know.
I was soaked.
I bet you were, man. It was
every time
it was
ran
coming
out
down
to the
sideways,
grill.
man. I'm surprised it didn't get into the grill.
It was fine. Like I said, it held up okay. But every time I had to pull the lid up, though, I had to kind of hold it over it.
Yeah.
So.
Man, good for you.
Yeah, well,
it turned out well.
Yes, good. I was pumped.
Nice. I was thinking about doing it. We talked about it. I was gonna pick up some things for some smash burgers, but then I text my wife. I was like, "Hey, I'm stopping at the store to pick up some buns for burgers," and she's like, "Well, I was gonna do a lasagna tonight." I was like, "Oh, that's right, I forgot."
Shoot.
So she made a killer lasagna in the stove inside.
Probably a better place to be cooking that day, man.
So I wasn't too mad.
No.
After I saw it outside, I was like, but good. I'm glad it turned out well.
Yeah.
Yes, you are the epitome of you're going to see it through no matter what the weather is
like.
I
went for it, man. I was just like, we're not backing down now. I don't think so. Not today.
Yeah, not today. All right, man. Well, that's good. Anything else? You cook anything else?
I'm trying to think. No, I think that was it. It was like three straight days just had it rolling.
Man.
Yeah, man. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Just it was had to do it. Just kind of one of those things like I don't know, got that itch.
Yeah.
On Sunday, I was hoping to just kind of take that time to enjoy it because I was doing it nice, low, slow, but I didn't. I enjoyed the time inside instead.
Okay.
What about you, man? Did you break it out?
I did a couple times.
Boy,
yeah.
there we go.
Yep. So I told you I had those bison patties that I wanted to get out. And so I got those out and actually did those for breakfast. And you had some when you stopped by.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I was looking up kind of like, oh, okay, what are we going to do with these bison patties? And if you're not familiar, bison isn't really as fatty as beef, so it's a lot leaner. And these were already pre-made patties, so I didn't have to do any mixing or anything like that. So I had some lean, I think it was 85-15 patties of bison. And so I was looking, okay, what do people suggest how to cook these things? And essentially, it was just like beef. A lot of places, a lot of recipes out there just say, hey, just treat it just like you would do a beef burger.
Hot and fast.
Yeah. Season it with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of garlic, our garlic seasoning, and let that kind of sit on there for a little bit while I was warming up the grill. And I got the grill up to medium high heat, 400 degrees. So I had the grill set up for indirect grilling. So I let them smoke for a little bit. So I put some smoky, some wood chips in there.
What kind of chips did you use, Greg?
I had the apple.
Okay.
So I just did a little bit of that. Yeah. And I smoked them for about 10 minutes. So, they're on the other side of the grill getting smoke. And then when I was ready to put them right over the grill or the coals, it only took really maybe 4 minutes aside. Because I was looking for more kind of that 145, 150-ish. And they say for bison, for your internal temp, just like beef, I mean, well done or done is 165, medium, 145. So I mean, that's kind of what I was going for. A little bit more was kind of towards the medium side. And pulled them off and put them on some slider buns. And
plenty of them.
I had plenty of them. Yeah, finally they're gone.
Nice.
We used them up with that one. One I had just plain because I wanted to be able to taste the meat, and it tasted phenomenal.
Okay.
You could really taste it. Like it wasn't as fatty. There's like, let's see, it wasn't as juicy, I'd say, too. So like it was very packed together. So like with a burger, if you do a burger kind of like that half inch, you're gonna get some juices that come out of there.
Were these about a half inch?
Yeah, about a half inch. Patties, like there wasn't really any juices or anything coming out. Very lean again, not a lot of fat when you bit into it.
Dripping off and stuff.
Nope.
Even when you cooked it, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Man,
no.
Okay.
It was pretty lean. So that again, you have to keep an eye on it so you don't burn it or you don't overcook it. But yeah, it tasted really good. No gaminess to it. So
really not at all.
No.
Like you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's very, very, very similar to beef. And then one of the sliders.
Maybe you got took, man.
I don't know, man. They were pretty lean.
They were pretty lean.
Yeah,
they were good.
They were good. And then the one of the sliders, I put some bacon jam on it. So bacon jam is really
bacon jam.
Bacon jam. Yep. My mom
spoils you.
My mom spoils me. Absolutely, she picked me up a nice jar of bacon jam, and so really it's pretty much like just regular jam jelly with bacon and onions and stuff in it. So it's had like cane sugar
jelly
in there,
good, bacon good,
honey in
good.
there.
Man, yeah.
So a little bit of sweetness to it. A little sweet for me. Maybe I put a little too much on there. But yeah, I just spread a little bit of that bacon jam on top, and it still tasted good, but a little bit of sweet, too sweet for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I did that one. So highly recommend if you get a chance, get out there and get some bison patties. I know you could probably search it online and find some somewhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, yeah. And then I did some grilled chicken for meal prep, and then I did some shrimp fajitas.
Ooh,
yep.
Greg.
Yeah.
You dog.
Busted out the cast iron.
Yeah.
Diced up some onions. I shouldn't say I did. My wife did.
There we go.
Yeah. She diced up some onions and some green peppers. But I cooked it. Okay. So she did the prep.
Sure.
I cooked it. It's a team effort.
It's a team effort. You're just sit and watch it.
It's a team effort.
Did you season it all, Greg?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Your specific
I'm the seasoning. Yeah.
right.
I'm the one that seasons it.
Did you use your fajita seasoning?
I used our garlic seasoning, of course.
Naturally.
I used our spicy seasoning that we have.
Okay.
and then I used our homemade fajita taco seasoning.
Okay.
So all three of those combined.
Did it have a kick to it?
A little bit of kick.
Yeah.
Yep. But try and keep it pretty mild when I'm doing that kind of stuff. So
Sure.
if people want to add hot sauce or whatever afterwards, they can put
Did the
more
boys
on.
add hot sauce?
They always add hot
I
sauce.
don't know. I love the boys.
Yeah.
What about, so tell me about how you cooked it, man. With the shrimp, was it?
Yeah, so the shrimp was already pre-cooked, so I
just kinda
saved
heat it
it. I saved it till the end when I just
Okay.
wanted to heat it up.
Yep.
So I seasoned it though. So I seasoned it
In a bag, or what'd you do?
No, in a container.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shook it up?
Shook it up. Let it
Nice.
sit there
I like
while
that.
then, the vegetables take a little
Sure.
bit while to cook down. So, again, I smoked them from just a little bit. So I put them in the cast iron. I put it on the grill, indirect grilling again, and then I let them smoke for about 10 minutes, and I put them directly over the coals.
Nice, man.
Yeah, and then let them char up a little bit, stirred them up a little bit, and then when they were looking like they were ready to go, I just dumped the shrimp right on top, mix it up, let them heat up just a little bit, so we don't overcook them too much, and then take them off and serve.
Can't go wrong.
Super simple, super easy. Like I tell you, man, that cast iron, whether we're inside, whether we're outside, it's so versatile. I love it.
Can't go wrong.
Use it pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I did the chicken and just did regular seasoning on it. Smoked it for a little bit again. Then put it directly over the coals. My kids have been doing like a lot of chicken wraps for school lunch and stuff.
Can't go wrong with a good chicken wrap.
So
did you cut it or did you shred the chicken?
It's kind of both of those. So we cut it up and then usually it shreds because it's so moist and juicy. I'm just so good at cooking it.
Yeah, there we go. There's the truth. That's why, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, so it's usually just cutting it up so they can throw it in some, tortillas and wrap it up and, take it to school.
A little
for
hot
lunch.
sauce, a little cheese maybe.
Little hot sauce, a little barbecue sauce sometimes.
Can't go wrong.
Maybe. Yeah. So I did, man. And I don't know, something about the fall weather, like it's starting to turn a little bit, getting a little cooler where, you just feel like I got to be outside right now.
Yeah.
I
Just taking full advantage of the weather.
Let's fire up the grill here.
I'm with you. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad. That's a lot. And we didn't grill the same thing once there, Greg.
No, we didn't.
Which is kind of rare, I guess. We tend to do a lot of similar things, or when we talk about it too, we're always like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this out," right? But no, well, that's awesome. Well, six different things out there for
lots
you,
lots of different stuff
to take in.
Yeah, and we'll continue. I still got those elk patties that I'm gonna be looking to get into here soon. I'll do a little research to see what the folks recommend on that piece. But then, we're getting into hunting season here, so we'll probably see some venison come our way. And then fish. We got some fish going. So a lot of different options here. We'll continue to keep you updated. But that kind of leads us into the conversation today, and we had a new follower reach out to us on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at Burn Pit BBQ Guys, Guys. So Arnie reached out to us, and he said he's been listening to the podcast, and he is new to grilling. Awesome. Welcome to the club.
Happy to have you, man.
Yeah. Thanks for listening too. And then he said he wasn't sure if we talked about it yet, but he had some questions about the different types of options for charcoal. And wood chips, and then what do we recommend when we're kind of doing that kind of stuff? So he also had a suggestion for us to maybe get some apparel out there and some grilling to get away stuff. We got our Burn Pit stuff out there.
That's true. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
appreciate
thanks for reaching out. One, and number two, like suggestions. We're always open to them, and recommendations. We're always looking for new topics and stuff like that. So,
so
thanks, Arnie.
Arnie, thank you. I think we can make that happen. We'll get some grilling to get away apparel out there.
Absolutely.
Put it in the show notes, and then go out and check it out. But all right, man. We'll try and address it as best we can with what we know, just based off of what we've used in the past. So we're gonna stick specifically to charcoal.
Yep.
Because you and I are very heavily involved in the Weber kettles and the offsets, which sometimes use wood and sometimes use charcoal, but we'll stick with the charcoal for this episode. So what are some of the ones or differences that you've noticed, Ben, when picking out the different types of charcoal?
And Greg, so I've seen a lot more flavored ones. Just even like recently, the past like year or two, it seems like, you can get like a basil.
Really? I haven't seen that.
It's like tomato basil flavored one. Yeah,
is that Kingsford?
Yeah,
okay.
It's like they got some weird ones out there. I haven't tested those waters, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the most that I've kind of dabbled in is like the apple, flavored ones. I think one time I did buy a hickory.
Oh, nice.
Probably because like I was out and it was like everything else was sold out. And I was like, what was there? So I was like, well, we need to get some charcoal. So this is what we got, right? So
yeah.
But no, I tend to use just more your traditional Kingsford original charcoal.
Yeah.
I will say this, man. I have bought the professional bag once.
Yeah, from Kingsford.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a blue bag.
Yeah.
And that stuff will cook for hours.
Yeah.
I loved it. I didn't use it all, but I sprinkle that in on some of my longer cooks too. That if I were to get more serious and stuff and not be an amateur all the time, I'd probably use something similar to that, right? So
okay. So first starting out, like, I mean, pretty much everywhere you go,
you can find
Kingsford. Yeah. And I have seen that they started putting like wood flavoring in. I have some bags here of apple.
Yep.
Where they infuse the apple wood within the charcoal, so you don't have to add the chips. It's already in there. I've seen the mesquite. I've seen the hickory.
Yep.
I haven't seen the tomato basil. That's interesting.
It might not be tomato basil, but it was something like urban. Yeah. Like, I mean, they just have like it's all flavored now.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't tried it. I'd be willing to.
Right.
But I mean,
and those are your traditional bricks, right?
Yep.
The briquettes.
The briquettes
that look kind of like a rectangular.
Yep. They got a K on there.
Yeah. So Kingsford has been kind of our go-to. Usually you can find sales on it. Like if you go to Lowe's, Lowe's or Home Depot.
Right on all the holiday weekends.
Around the holiday
Labor
weekends.
Day, 4th of July.
They got like
Memorial
a
Day.
They used to have like a 2 for like $7 or
Man,
and then like obviously charcoal went up, wood prices went up, everything went up. So like it's been hard to find deals like that. So what about some of the cheaper other brands that you know of? Like when you go into those places like a Home Depot and you see like a $6 bag of like
Royal
Oak or something like that. One thing I've noticed when you go a little bit cheaper with that is that it burns really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
You end up, especially a lot of times they'll burn hot too, right? So kind of hot and fast.
Yeah.
They're great for those cooks. I have nothing bad to say about it. If you're doing, but kind of for like those longer cooks, it seems like you end up kind of feeding it a lot more and going through a lot more of your fuel than you do kind of for like a Kingsford. And I've used Kingsford a lot, like I said. And there are times too with certain cooks and stuff where like longer ones, like it does make sense to get like the professional bag because it's gonna hold. It's going to hold that heat, that temp for you for a lot longer. Yeah,
and I've noticed that too. And I'll have like different types of bags for different types of cooks. Yeah. So if I'm doing like a fast, like hot and fast, like a steak, or if I'm doing like burgers or something, maybe I'll go with that cheaper version because I know it's going to heat up real fast. Yep. And it's going to burn out sooner. So, I'll go with maybe that Royal Oak. We're not knocking them for anything. It's just what we've noticed.
Price-wise and stuff when you go to the stores,
Yeah, but if I'm doing a longer cook, I'm probably going to be looking to a little bit higher quality type of charcoal. Just one, because I won't have to watch it as much, the temperature fluctuation. And two, you're probably going to save a little bit of money because you're not burning through all that other stuff that might burn faster.
You can also get to like B&B. That's
B&B is kind of more professional, competition grade.
You mentioned kind of higher price and stuff like that.
Their bricks are a little bigger too.
A little bit, yeah. I've gotten the orange bag.
Yeah,
and I mean that's, I did notice a difference with it.
Yeah, obviously I've noticed that it keeps temp. Like you don't have to put as many in to keep temp. It burns like really slow and long.
Smooth.
So
it's smooth. They did a good job with that one.
Yeah, and that orange bag is their kind of oak, I think. Charcoal briquettes, and they also have some other ones like mesquite and things like that. But I've had good cooks with the B&B charcoal as well. But again, it's a little bit more on the pricey side. When you're looking at bags, your Royal Oak is typically on kind of the cheaper end. Kingsford is kind of that middle piece.
Yep.
Yep.
For everyday griller, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kingsford's kind of a well-known brand that a lot of people have seen out there. What about some of the other ones that we used? Like when we did the pig roast, we used the cowboy.
That was
lump charcoal.
The lump charcoal, yeah. And I know B&B has a lump charcoal as well.
Yes, they do.
Have you ever gotten like a Kingsford lump charcoal? I don't think I've ever seen it. Like a lump.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have.
I've never. If there is one, I've never seen it. I've never gotten it. So I'm gonna say I haven't. They're not. I've looked for them in stores and stuff when I just kind of paying attention or looking around. I haven't seen anything like that. So, but no, we used the cowboy lump charcoal, and that was the oak hardwood mix.
Yep.
And that burns. I like that a lot too, Greg. It just kind of depends. Like I'll use that very different times. Sometimes for real hot and fast, or other times for nice long slow cooks too. It just depends. It heats up fast. Yeah. It gets hot, stays hot, and or it can it's one of those where I'll kind of sift through the bag. Yeah. So if I'm doing those like a short fast one, I don't want those big pieces. You don't want the big chunks. No, I want the kind of medium, smaller size pieces that'll get hot fast, and I can just dump out, cook on it, and let it ride. Right. Nice. Yep. But if I'm doing those longer ones, I want some of those, and there's big chunks in there. Like moon rocks, Greg. Yeah. And man, I'll cook with those and just kind of sometimes with those ones too, like I won't even start with them in my chimney. I'll put them like kind of right down there too, so it kind of funnels down to that, right. And then catches as kind of my cook's going on. Yeah, I mean that's one of the maybe disadvantages of using the lump charcoals. If you get a lot of tiny pieces and it falls right through the chimney. With the bricks, the briquettes, you're probably not getting that too much because. Maybe that's a problem we can solve, Ben. Is maybe we can make a chimney that. Maybe, man. Yeah, something to put on the horizon. Right. Yeah. Next new invention coming out. But yeah, we've used they gave us how many bags for that? What was the size of that pig again? 75 pounds. 75 pounds, and they gave us 6 bags of charcoal. No, man, it was like 9. 9, yeah. But we had like 4 left over. 4 left. 4? Yeah. No, 3, 2. Yeah, no, 2. I know we gave 2 back. Yeah. We gave 2 back because we didn't need them. Maybe we had, 3 left. You're okay. Right. Yeah, we split a bag, but yeah. So it could. But that's different too because that's like with the pig where it's open air. Open. We wanted to keep it a little hotter. Yeah. So that was obviously if we were doing a pig probably in a grill or smoker or something like that. Yeah, we probably wouldn't have gone through as much. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I think so. I think we would have had some more left over. But yeah, I like the lump charcoal as well. Yeah. So the lump charcoal is it doesn't come in like the shape of an actual brick. No. It's all kind of mixed pieces for the most part because it's just what charcoal is. It's just really high pressurized, high fire, high heats, wood. So they do that, and then you get the pieces. They don't press it into any type of shape. Right. So you have big pieces, you get little pieces. So that's the kind of only disadvantage you might have is that you'll have a lot of dust and a lot of little pieces maybe left over if you're using the lump charcoal. Yeah, I try and snake some of those little pieces out and just get them down so I can put them, kind of more as like a base if I can. Yeah. And you can still use them, but a lot of them end up falling through the grates anyway. Yeah, we're always about saving as much as you can. So sure are, man. Start picking out those little pieces. Get a little sift. Yep. Keep you busy. But yeah, from a grilling and barbecuing perspective, you can't go wrong with like Kingsford. For the hotter, faster cooks, look for maybe a cheaper brand like Royal Oak, which we found tends to burn fast and hot. It doesn't last as long either. Otherwise, like if you're going kind of more towards the professional grades, they got other brands out there, but B&B is pretty well known. I know Blues Hog has their own out there now. There's a company called the Good Charcoal Company that I've seen in a few places, but I haven't had a chance to try their stuff yet. So yeah, there's a bunch of different other brands out there. I think Jealous, Jealous Devil? That's what I've been seeing quite a bit on the competition circuit when I follow some people out there. Let me see. I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, Jealous Devil, all natural hardwood lump. That's been kind of
popular recently.
Okay.
I've never used it, but I know that
I haven't even seen it really around us, at least.
Yeah, it's hard to keep in stock.
Yeah.
I know our friends at the Barbecue Supply Company have it.
Yep.
And then maybe 301 Boys down in Illinois.
Okay.
They carry it. But yeah, it's been popular on the competition scene, at least from what I've been seeing. But I haven't had a chance to use it. I'd imagine it's similar to the other lump charcoal that we've seen and used like Cowboy, but haven't had a chance to use it yet. But I've just been seeing it out there.
Yeah, I've used Cowboy's kind of. I'd say it's more on the cheaper end. I mean, you can buy a big bag for
like 20 pounds.
Yeah, for what, $13 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, similar like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I use it. I got nothing bad to say about it. I have bought when I have coupons to the Ace Hardware by us. I if I get something where it's $10 off your purchase to 20 or more, or whatever, I'll get a bag of B&B and all that.
Yeah.
And just kind of save it, for when I need it. But
sure.
Otherwise, yeah, I buy the Cowboy. So
nice. Okay. Well, I hope that kind of answers the question about kind of the charcoal, what we kind of recommended, what we've used. Now, kind of to your second piece there, Arnie, about wood chips specifically. We do, and we have this in the show notes. So if you ever go out to if you look at the details, we put in our meat and wood smoking pairing guide. So we did this. We put this thing together a few months ago, and we give it out for free. So if you need it, you can have it. But essentially, we list all the really popular types of woods that are out there for smoking, and then we give you kind of a little bit of flavor profile. And then we kind of give you a key to like, hey, this one would be good for this type of meat, or and we go through like the beef, pork, poultry, game, fish, that kind of stuff. So I'll say some of my favorites, when I'm smoking, or if I want to add a little flavor, I love pecan, wood chips.
Can you mention what brand you go with?
What brand I go with?
Yeah, typically
if I like Cowboy, they do have quite a bit of nice wood chips out there, and usually that's what I can find with pecan.
Okay.
And otherwise, the other ones out there, let's see.
I'll be honest with you, I use a lot of Weber.
Weber, yeah.
I get the Weber ones, and then like B&B has their own too, and those put off a good smoke and last a while too. I did find I used to use Cowboy a lot, and at times it would kind of make my meat sour.
Really?
That's what I got out of it.
Yeah.
And it could have just been me or what I was tasting, I don't know. But I kind of switched, and I went to Weber and tried it, and I was like, oh man, maybe it's not the way I'm cooking it. Maybe it's the wood.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues.
Okay.
Just off the top of my head, that's probably the one that I use probably the most.
Is it? All right.
I'm trying to think of others, other brands.
Those are one I really see at the store a lot.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels, obviously,
Jack Daniels.
But you're not gonna get many different options with the Jack Daniels.
Yeah. Let me just look up real fast. I know I can picture one that I can't think of right now. That I know the kids get me when it's Father's Day or whatever, and I get a couple bags of new chips. Here it is. Here, Western wood pack.
Maybe it wasn't Cowboy. Maybe I think it was a Western.
Okay, yeah. So those ones I can usually find if I'm doing at Myers or something like that.
That's the one I used to get. Where I feel like it used to put. Just kind of just a different, a sour taste to it.
Yeah.
Not Cowboy. I take it all back.
Okay. I think so too. If I'm using their wood chunks, they do big wood chunks.
Mm-hmm.
And I did some hickory ones the other day, and I think it gives out a heavy smoke, so you just gotta be careful.
Yeah.
If you're using the wood chunks as opposed to the wood chips, how much you're putting in there? Because if you're putting in there so much, you're gonna get black smoke, and it's gonna be overpower. Yeah. So. That's a good point, Ben. When you're putting these wood chips on, or you're putting these wood pieces in on top of the charcoal, really what you're looking for is that clear smoke. So let the big thick stuff kind of burn off a little bit. So when you start seeing kind of blue or clear smoke coming out of your chimney or out of the vent, that's really kind of optimal smoking, time. So just want to make sure you're watching that. I know we've kind of went through that process where maybe we put too much wood on there and then it kind of gets you a little bit of a sour or like almost like a what am I saying here?
I think sour, man.
Sour,
like I said,
yeah.
it's just that's what I got from it.
Yeah.
And it's tricky too because halfway through the cook, sometimes you have to add more, right, Greg? And
Right.
But like when that comes to that, typically I'm not adding like a huge.
Right.
I'm not looking for the biggest chunk in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going more probably about 3 of the smaller ones that I can find and kind of spreading them out a bit, so it's not going to sit and just really take over. You know.
Yeah, so you just gotta be careful of if you're using the chunks and you're using it kind of in a smaller enclosed like kettle grill or something like just find smaller pieces or something like that because you don't need a lot of smoke to go through there. Now, obviously, if you're using like an offset smoker, you have a little bit more area to play with.
Yeah.
But then as far as wood chips go, I usually just take like a handful and just toss them on and let that ride for a while, and maybe an hour I'll go back out there and throw some more on.
Yeah.
After like the second or third hour, the meat's usually not picking up much more smoke, but I might throw some on there because I just like the way it smells. But like the brands, like I use Cowboy, I use Western. Sometimes there's some other generic stuff. You use Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You can find out there at a lot of places. I know Kingsford's got their own stuff out there. And there's some other offset ones, like probably some local places that you might know of that do their own. Like locally, you could go maybe to a farmer's market or something like that and find some chips or something like that.
I've heard too of people going to like their local like orchards and you can buy like applewood or like depending on what kind of fruit and stuff that they have out there, but like peach wood or stuff like that. So maybe think about that as well. Support your local farmers out there, but go to the orchards and see if they've got anything available. All right, sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's good.
But,
I like using pecan. And then my other kind of go tos are apple and like cherry.
Okay.
I do like a little bit of that
little
sweeter flavor on some of the stuff that I'm doing. What about you?
I use similar to you. I'll use like a hickory quite a bit.
Okay.
It's pretty. It's one you can use on just about anything. If you want to throw some smoke to it, it's gonna be a nice light smoke. Also use mesquite like once in a while, a lot for chicken and stuff. But I'm right there. I love the pecan. I think the 3 bags that I have at the house right now are pecan, apple, and cherry.
Nice.
I do have a bag of hickory, but like if I'm those are probably the top 3 that I go through the most and the fastest.
Okay. Now you mentioned Jack Daniels. They got their
own.
We
did, yes.
They make their own kind of wood chips. I think it's from whiskey barrels or whatever like that. So I've used that quite a bit too.
Yeah.
And I always had a good cook, always a good flavor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a distinct flavor, but I haven't had a bad cook with it.
Sure, that's fair. And you mentioned a lot of like other off the wall, I guess, type things out there, non-name brand, but like those the wood chips your buddy gave us, I think when we first started the business.
Oh yeah,
out of the wine barrels.
Wine barrels.
Yeah, I used a couple of those when I cold smoked the cheese.
Yeah,
I used those.
Okay.
Just because
cheese, wine, good.
Pair nicely.
Pair nice. Look at you. Look at you expanding your horizons.
I'm so cultured.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. You come from wine country up in Traverse City.
Yeah, man.
City of cherries, right?
Yeah. Yep. Cherry capital.
Cherry capital. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but no. So
it turned out good for you.
Yeah, I loved it. Good. It was.
Nice shout out to Steve over at Heavy Barrel Designs. Marine Corps veteran sent us some of those wood chips, those wood chunks from wine barrels when we first started the business.
We got them. I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to use this on. So when I'd cold smoked the cheese, and I'd never cold smoked cheese before, and it was the first time, and I was like, I'll use the wine wood chips.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So, check stuff out like that. Like, if you can find it, grab a bag. And you never know when it might come in handy.
Yeah, but no, we do have the meat pairing and the wood smoking guide out there in the show notes. So if you're looking for a specific type of wood or a specific type of, meat cut that you have to go with it, go ahead, go download that. It's free, and you can have that kind of as a reference for you to help you out. Also has like temperature guides on there for you too. So if you have questions about what temperature to smoke something to, we have that out there for you too. So, but I think that that's a good quick rundown of like the charcoal that we've used and how we use it, and then kind of some of our go-to wood. When we're doing charcoal, not just wood, like chips and stuff.
Do you prefer the chunks over the chips, Greg? Do you have a preference?
I will say, I like the chips. When I'm doing charcoal and I'm doing it on the kettle, I do like to just throw like a handful of chips on there.
Sure.
But at the same time, if I'm doing something like on the offset, or maybe if I'm doing something on the Weber Smoky Mountain, the bullet, I probably would prefer the chunks. Because you get a little bit more smoke in there. It has more space. But I mean, when I'm doing, like when I was doing the chicken the other day, or if I'm doing the burgers or whatever, I'm just getting a little smoke, I'm going to throw some chips on there.
Sure.
And if I'm doing like a pork shoulder on the kettle, I'm probably going to throw some chips on there. And maybe, if I'm doing the snake method, I'm probably going to scatter chips all around that.
Well, yeah, okay. Not a chunk here.
No. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I've just been using the chips, and I got a bunch of them because I keep getting them for gifts.
Nice. Can't go wrong.
But so I just prefer that. It's just super simple. Just grab a handful, throw them on, and then don't have to think about it.
Yeah. Nice. I like that. Yeah, I use the chunks a lot. I get the chunks quite a bit. And if honestly, man, there's times where I'll just pull out an axe and kind of come down a little bit if I want to. Sure. If they're too big, too thick. I mean, most of the time I'll save those bigger ones for kind of my longer cooks. Okay. But no, I do like the chips as well, and kind of lately been gravitating more towards those a little bit. But a lot of times I'll get the chunks, and I use the chunks quite a bit. But yeah, I don't know. Lately I'm just like, kind of like the chips right now. Sure. So I think it's like I don't think you can really go wrong either way. I'd say if you're using the chunks, you don't have to. You don't have to use as much, right?
Okay. Well, good tips, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, Arnie, I hope that helps you out, man. We appreciate the question again. For you all listening, if you have questions or you want us to talk about certain things, we'll do our best to answer those for you based off of what we've used and have done in the past. Again, not everything. We're not perfect. If you have thoughts or ideas for us, let us know.
Yep. Any value to add. Yeah. Just send it our way.
Or if you have any questions or suggestions for a topic to discuss, shoot us an email. You can go out to the website, burnpitbbq.com. Just, contact us section. Well, we'll get the email. Otherwise, go out to our socials, Burn Pit BBQ. You can send us a message on those as well. Facebook, Instagram. So those are the big ones. Anything else to add for this as we kind of wrap this thing up, Ben?
No. What's on the menu for you? What do you got on the list? Burgers, you thinking?
That's something simple. I'll have to think a little bit more about that. I do have some ribs that I've been looking at in my freezer that I've been itching to get out. And we'll see how the weekend treats us again with all the games and the sports and stuff going on and the weather. But no, I today, tomorrow, things are kind of quiet around here, so to speak, during the day. So I might crank open the old smoker and see what happens.
Nice. I like that.
What about you?
Yeah. Man, you mentioned chili to me the other day. You said
it's almost chili season.
It's almost chili season. Yeah. Now I
can't stop thinking about it, huh?
Yeah. It's been in my mind since you mentioned it. So I might look at maybe trying out some chili.
Okay, that's a good fall topic.
Yeah,
maybe we should do the next episode on chili.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Well, now I guess that solidifies it. I'll have to do.
Yeah, you have to do it.
Have to do it.
Okay, and I have to taste test it before we do it.
That's fine.
Okay. Otherwise, we can't talk about it.
Weird
rules. I know.
Funny.
All right, man. Well, anything to add here? We are coming up on 40 episodes soon. We're almost there. And we continue to grow each week. I think we just hit episode number 37.
Oof, closing in on it, Greg.
Yeah, who'd have thought? Two guys in a basement talking about barbecue and grilling.
Yeah.
Never.
So
anything else to add?
No, just want to say thanks to everybody who's out listening, like, share. Appreciate the questions, man. Like, I think that's awesome. The feedback.
Yeah.
Because obviously we don't think of everything. And if you have any recommendations or suggestions, recipes, tips, tricks, please send them our way. We love to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, no, we do. We do appreciate the feedback, and this podcast continues to grow because of you all by sharing and leaving us a review. Hopefully, it's 5-star, and just telling your friends, maybe people who are just new to barbecuing and grilling. Hopefully, this is a podcast that you can relate to. As we are not perfect, we're not competition people. We are your backyard guys that have been doing it for a while, and we just want to share and talk about some of the stuff that we're doing. So we appreciate you all, and hopefully you get a chance to get out and grill.
Definitely take the time to get out and grill. It's fall. It's perfect. It's a good time to fire it up, man.
All right, man.
Take it easy, everyone. Thank you so much.
Cheers.